Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever game impression / review / whatever. In today's video, I'll be covering a pocket monster title called Coromon. I'll be covering the game mechanics, functions, and the beginning of the story very lightly, as to avoid any spoilers. I personally am currently in impression or review hell, and can't decide how I want to cover this game, so I figured I'd just wing it. Coromon is a turn-based style game where you build up your roster of monsters, explore a vast world filled with tons of secrets, and conquer many foes along the way, along with many other great things. So come with me as we dive into the world of Coromon and find out whether or not it's a game for you. The story starts off with you waking up for your first day on the job as a battle researcher. Your little brother talks some smack, your mother is sweet, and the initiation process as a Coromon researcher is really fun. And once you arrive, you'll be prompted to choose your difficulty and customize the adventure you're about to start. They have many built-in features like losing your Coromon upon death, customized scaling, random evolutions every level, Nuzlocke settings, and a whole lot more. Replayability seems promised, as you can easily ensure that you never have the same adventure twice. You can even change your starters, which is one of my favorite features to mess with. Shortly after, you'll obtain your gauntlet, which is the device you use to command and control your Coromon, and also use abilities that are the equivalent of HMs from Pokemon, if you've ever played that series. In this game, a lot of the tools you use to traverse the world will be from your gauntlet, which allows your Coromon to have more battle impacting moves, which is really sweet. And as in most games, you are the protagonist. You show great potential as a trainer and are invited into a special task force, one whose primary goal is to encounter the titans of the world, and some other things too. There are many things happening in the world, and you are more or less needed to save the day. You'll also meet many characters along the way, which are pretty memorable and they can be fun to interact with. You'll spend most of your time battling or catching Coromon as you're exploring the lands, and it's good to note that there are over 120 species of Coromon to collect. So it'll be very likely that you can build your dream squad of choice. And as your Coromon level up, their stats will increase, but they also level up their potential as they gain experience. This is more or less a second experience bar, and when it dings, you can allocate 3 stats of your choice. This allows you to really customize your monster and fine-tune your stats as you're progressing the story, or to even give you an edge when you're battling online. You can even see where all your Coromon's allocated stats have been applied to, and even see what your Coromon's base stats will be when they're at max level. Along with battling and encountering wild Coromon, you're also going to run into other trainers, take on quests, solve puzzles, and visit beautiful and inspiring locations in the world of Velva. If you've enjoyed these specific Pokemon games, then I feel like there might be a chance you'll enjoy this game as well. The Coromon have animations during combat, and the movement feels natural for the type of creature that they are. There's also a lot of things that occur during dialogue and events that add a little extra flavor as things are happening around you. The music, there are some songs in this game that I can't get out of my head. One of them specifically being the Recovery Station song. It's always playing in my head while I'm at the self-checkout line, and it's kinda haunting. Overall though, the music in the game is memorable, catchy, and very hard to get out of your head sometimes. Good stuff. Things I appreciate about the game: the variety of Coromon, having a gauntlet for all my HM abilities that are used in puzzles and exploring the world, a teleporting system with items to recall home, and even a map that shows you what's catchable in a specific area. There is a drone for all the berries you plant, and it can replant your berries for you. Once you get to a certain point in the story, you'll even unlock an item that allows you to deposit and withdraw your Coromon from anywhere, which is just, I didn't know I needed it until I had it type of thing. Your Coromon aren't forced to forget a move once they learn 4 or more moves. All you have to do is just disable and enable their attacks as you wish. All flash skills, formerly known as TMs in Pokemon, are applicable to all corresponding Coromon, and those moves can also be disabled and enabled as well, which is just, again, it's just really nice being able to keep the moves that your monsters learn as they level up. There are a total of 3 color variants of each Coromon: their natural color, their potent color, and their perfect color. Being able to come across 3 color variants of a Coromon really added to the excitement when I was hunting them down. Oh, that sounds kind of bad. When I was looking for them. Eventually, you'll even get some tools that can aid you with this mechanic of the game and some other cool things. Being able to customize my Coromon stats via their potential level. And lastly, every Coromon has a trait, which is a passive or other type of skill that they can have as well. Now this is the part of the video where I would list what I dislike about the game, but since I feel like I won't ever cover a title that I personally just don't straight up enjoy, I felt it would be interesting to ask myself, if there was something I could change, what would it be? And for this game, the one thing that I would change is the ability to find and catch a mythical or legendary Coromon. Aside from that, I was personally content with my adventure. First off, it feels kind of weird making a comparison, but feels just as necessary, as Pokemon is a staple in the pocket monster genre for me personally, and is a big reason why I enjoy such games. It is easily noticeable that Coromon is really inspired from Pokemon, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It really nails that era, I feel like, of it really has the nostalgic pixel art. I'm able to lose myself in the world, and I feel like a young hero as I'm going around catching my Coromon. And that's kind of all you need in a game like this, really. Overall, the game was a fresh take on the pocket monster genre. The game comes cram-packed with a plethora of quality of life features, a robust variety of monsters to collect, people to meet, and much more. I hope they continue to add to the game or build the world more in some way, whether it be expansions, DLCs, or even updates. I just want more of Coromon. That's what I know. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.